Hey going everyone, welcome back to the channel, bringing you some Grey Zone Warfare with the 3.5 AI and recoil control update. I've added a few things to the update. I'll get to them stamped in the timestamps below, and please leave a comment and like while you're down there. That'd be much appreciated to push me further for the algorithm. First thing, the main focus of this video is the PvP servers are dead due to the lack of players. If you can see on screen, the player count is abysmal. I think it's at the moment, I'm pretty sure it's sitting around about 1,000 to 2,000 players, give or take, depending on any time of the day you play it. And that is really abysmal if you want to have any sort of PvP experience, especially if you live outside the US or Europe. You're just going to be very hard pressed to find matches at any given time. Very sad they've done that way. I think the main reason for it is the AI is very, at the time, AI was very broken, and also there's just a lack of content. There's like a gameplay content, so a lot of people are not a big fan of that. And it has pretty much become essentially a tactical shooter rather than a PvP game, because you pretty much have to convince your friends to come and play with you. Do that. So you're just not really going to get that PvP experience. If you want extraction shooter PvP experience, unfortunately you're going to have to play Tarkov, even no matter how much that game has dropped off the PvP zone series. There's a lot of people just not interested in doing PvP because it's not that rewarding. It doesn't really give you any rewards engaging in PvP. It's not rewarded at all. It encourages more PvE content. Is the reason why it's essentially become a tactical shooter. It's not really a PvP game at the end of the day, even when the quests are kind of real fetch questy, like really early MMO sort of style questing. It's just not what really people were hoping for. They were hoping for something more akin to Tarkov, the questing, but it's more like armor with quests. If armor had quests, some loot loss. Also, another thing popping into that is the lack of armor variety, because at the moment, once you get to tier 3, tier 4, there's only 3 body armors you wear: the RPC, the M2, or the Phantom. No one wears anything else. It just all comes down to 3+, I'm pretty sure. I think they're talking about adding level 4 body armor in the future, but it's nowhere to be seen. And just coming from that, I ran a quick fix instead of adding new body armors, is just to rework the armor system. So there's armor plates, so you can kind of mix and match. It kind of gives players a little bit more variety with vests and stuff. And also it's just like people just used the M4 on the end game as well. Barely see the AKs get used. AK-308 gets rarely used because it's how rare it is. Loot find anyway, can't be suppressed, so it's really hard to use against AI. If you want like your DMR style high damage weapon, you just go get the SVD semi-auto. And also if they bring out the Sky Edge, like other guns like that, the SR25 or the Sky Edge, people will just completely ignore that AK-308 because it can't be suppressed. You know, so it just needs more customization from the plate carrier standpoint. UE 5.5 has actually had a pretty decent performance improvement. Again, I haven't experienced a single crash since I've been playing again, and the frame's been a lot better. Well, I still have to turn out performance because of the game, where the game is. I'm very happy with that performance. Also, another thing is gun audio is terrible. Gun audio is shocking still. Like, you could be getting shot at. I think it doesn't have very audio reverb when they're firing guns, so you can hear the guns firing, but it's almost like it's a radius of where the NPC has, like radius levels sort of thing. So they could be shooting right next to you, they'll be firing, and you cannot pinpoint where they're shooting you from. You're like, oh, where are you shooting from? You have to really, I noticed the voice audio is more directional rather than the guns, but the guns should be still like, it's like night and day. If you play Tarkov or any other extraction shooter, it is a lot easier to detect, figure out, and engage enemies. But at the moment, it is just not not worth it, unfortunately. I was sitting there like ages and wanted to think AI around the bushes and he's just constantly shooting me. I was like sitting in the bush, deep in the bush, and they're still suppressing me through bushes. I'm just like, how are you supposed to fight against this? The AI is still doing this. Like, especially the jungle map as well, like it just gets stuck. You get stuck just figuring it out. Like fighting the jungle is bad enough because they got no logic in the AI where they will actually go into a caution investigation mode. They will just sit in one spot and still shoot. And if you shoot them, they'll run, and they have a very good tendency to run towards a bush and shoot you from the bush still. Not as bad as it used to be, but it's still pretty terrible. And also the AI probably still needs more of a rework, honestly, because it's at the point where, yeah, they miss more, but a lot of times they tend to run away, shoot you from real obscure angles, and when you go into defensive, they still be tracking you and shooting you. And also like people ADSing, I've seen it happen a few times. You ADS them when their back's turned, and they will just fucking swing around and look at you and shoot you. There's no real notable ADS audio at other games. Like you could be scanning there for like 4 times or 6 times trying to track him, and you just like, it does not make it. It makes it more punishing than challenging. You can kick someone in the balls so much until they drop your game and play something else. Would recommend that the devs really rework their AI logic and pathing. Yeah, AI aiming is a lot better. You can still fight and make firefights a lot more engaging than they ever have been. But they need to fix where the AI path and track you after you break eye contact. Because what the AI do is that they will sit in one spot and look at you. It was like just looking at you through cover, and they will take cat shots. It is terrible. It is horrendous. But the game is still got a long way. I think there's an update for 0.40 coming. They need to make some more AI changes. And they still lazy you if you're not ready, and they just whittle away at your health now. I don't know what was worse, honestly. Getting lasered, like headshot, like in a nanosecond, or getting bitch slapped by him while you're trying to like take cover and heal yourself. I don't know what's worse, honestly. And I haven't versed the tier 3 AI yet. Like NERF and Midnight Sapphire. I would imagine they'd be even worse. Yeah, I am not. At the end of the day, I don't hate the game. I want the game to do better as a player. It needs to do better with AI, because with your tactical shooters like Arma, Tarkov, all these other games, hell, even Incursion Red River does a better job with AI than they're doing right now. Your AI is the backbone of your engagements in these tactical shooters, and if the AI is dog shit, you're just not going to have a good time with the game, and it's just going to become more frustrating than challenging. There is a massive fine line between frustrating and challenging. You need things to be challenging, not frustrating. It's just going to ruin your whole entire game experience, and you'll just move on to something else, like I kind of have. I'm still playing a little bit at time to time, just doing a few quests here and there to reset my character, just get a feel for it. It's just, man, they need to stop like running away and not actually clearing and being more human-like. They're still very Terminator-like, even though they tweaked down a few of their aiming and all that. It was just a quick fix because a lot of players are really frustrated about it. I haven't been on their forums anytime soon, but I know a lot of players were very frustrated with it at the time the game's release. And audio, the main takeaways is AI still needs a lot of work. I don't know about bosses. I haven't really engaged too many bosses. Bosses are just like essentially just more geared enemies. They're nothing special. They're not like killer or anything like that. They've got really insane loadouts and really insane arms and stuff, like these other bosses like Tarkov and all that. Even though you'd be like trying to get like more and more loot. Loot is very dry, like oh, you just go collect like salables, get another M4 and all that, and you shouldn't be getting like curves as much. You like, especially if you play tactically as well. And also they see you at night, like, dude, it's like it's pitch black. They shouldn't be able to track you as easily. Like I've had them like laser me at night time. They should have a particular night vision enemy to do that. And the field of view, their accuracy should diminish excessively. Make it more like random fire rather than bang, 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 bang on you when you're trying to run away. Yeah, you'd be able to like hip fire and guess, but you're not going to be that accurate. Thank you, mate, this far in the video. I really appreciate the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.